going to be leaving here by tomorrow morning. And, happy St. Patrick's Day to all of you guys out there. Also, at the same time, I just wanted to commemorate 316, which was yesterday. It's a very auspicious, beautiful number for myself. As you guys know, I base the channel off of that number, and so a big part of my life and symbolism, etc. But every time I get to places like this, I think about the symbolism of the moment, and I think about if I ever will imprint on a place. Because I've come up to this rooftop almost every night, and I stare over at, there's palms back there. They just blow in the wind, They're so free. And they glisten in the moonlight, and they just capture beauty. And I can hear the children underfoot laughing. Usually there's a lot of reggaeton and different sounds going on, but tonight for some reason it's super quiet, the first time in almost a month. And maybe it was because I was destined to make this video without the music in the background. But there was an air about it tonight that I was like, oh, it's the silence. All good things come to an end. And I think the air of that is unique to this energy that not only I feel, I think it's, like I said, very symbolic, because when things are different or they stand out to me, I feel like it's the energetics that really speak forth. And as I'm leaving and I was staring at those palms, I wondered, do I leave an imprint? Do we leave an imprint when we leave a destination? Does a piece of our heart stay? Does a piece of our soul stay? Are we captured in time as, our heart beats in love with the place we are? So I was sitting here and I was like, you know what? Will those palms remember me? Will I remember the palms? Will I ever see them again? Many times in my traveling life, I wondered those things. And unfortunately, I've never traveled to the same place twice, to revisit the exact same places. So some part of me wonders at this very moment. I started thinking about my time in Italy. I started thinking about my time in Portugal and all of the different symbolistic places that I saw that captured my heart. Like, for example, when I was in Portugal, there was this beautiful tree that I used to see every time I'd walk up to my house or where I was staying, that I always wondered, like, will that tree remember me? Will I remember that tree? In Italy, it was this one mount I used to walk up. I used to call it the Hill of Death, because it was so hard to walk up every day. But you would see this beautiful landscape when you would get to the top of it. And I wondered, will that hill remember me? And will I remember that hill? So for this particular trip, my symbol is those palms out there, because they just glisten so beautifully in the moonlight. And I wonder, will they remember me? And will I remember them? And those are the takeaways we have in this life. The little, the little je ne sais quoi that we take with us wherever we go. And in every place of being, because all time is fluid. So technically, I'm never left and I'll never be back, and I've never been gone. It's like a weird concept, right? But when I had yesterday, I was going to make a video for 316 as a commemoration to my Lord Savior. For those of you that know, my channel was based around that number. It's something that's followed me my whole life. It meant, so God so loved the world, so he sent his only begotten son. And then with the rise of St. Patty's Day, to all my Irish friends out there, same thing ran through my mind, how from this trip and all the takeaways from all my trips is that no matter what, people just want to share, people just want to be, people just want to love and be united. Like I thought about how there's Mexicans here celebrating St. Patrick's Day as we speak. Obviously I'm not, because I have an early flight tomorrow, but I was like, wow, it's like how something unites people even though they're not Irish, right? And how it's something that when I first stepped into Mexico, and even when I was leaving Toronto, I had so many people are like, oh, aren't you worried about the cartels? Aren't you? And then you get here and everybody just wants love, and everybody just wants peace, and everybody just wants understanding. And that's what I think the symbolism is of God so loved the world, so he sent his only begotten son. It's like that Christed love that we all want to share together is something that is so genuine, and it's so innocent, and it's something that we all do unknowingly. I put that video up yesterday of all those people dancing to kind of show and showcase like what I mean by that. We just want to feel a beat. We just want to feel a rhythm. We just want to be with each other, united and sharing, regardless of what that is. Some people could look at St. Patrick's Day and be like, oh yeah, people just want to drink. But no, think about it. Like, Mexicans aren't even Irish, but yet they want to enjoy and celebrate in the moment and share with people that aren't even of themselves, because there are a lot of Irish here too. And it's like everyone around the world just wants to be a part of something, you know? And much like I was saying about that imprint, it's like when I leave places, I think that's the intrinsic feeling that all of us share, is that we just want to be a part of something. We just want to be remembered. We just want to remember it as much as we can, to feel like we were there. Like, remember when you're in school and you'd write, Ashley was there as a tag, or whatever the case may be. And the more time I spend channeling and the more time I spend with people from different walks of life, I realize how much we are alike. There's always a jewel, there's always a sliver of myself in everyone I read. And I feel like that rings true no matter where I go. And, we're all being sold this rhetoric all the time. But if we just hold on to what is most important, what is most true, that we are actually more united and more alike, that's what unites us. And that's what these people cannot kill. And we got to remember that no matter how down and out everything seems, that's the one part of our spirit that, those that try to control this matrices will never kill, is the connectedness, the want to connect, the want to celebrate, the want to be loved, the want to see love, the want to be a part of something, the want to be imprinted in this life, some way, some shape, somehow, to commemorate, to be commemorated, to have a moment in time that we can call our own. So I just wanted to say that as I step away and ring true with the title, which was All Good Things Come to an End, right? And as the spring equinox, I kind of find it all kind of, poetically sound and poetically justified that, on the 21st is going to be this new rebirth that a lot of us on the Western Hemisphere share in, right? So I walk out of this place and I walk into the new rebirth in the Western world. And I also feel like for some of us, we qualify that as the new year itself, that primavera, that bring forth of new life. But again, it's that same idea of that we're always trying to find that newness, or also that intrinsic growth and inspiration in everything we do here, because it's going to be hard to say goodbye to this. I'll go back and I will find that anew as well, and I'll celebrate in that. And I guess that's my exit. That alarm to ring in this newness and to end this video, because I'm sure you guys are not going to want to be about that. But love you guys lots. That's my alarm to go. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye for now.